Okay. Devolver? I don't know how Devolver worked on this game. I know it was mainly made by Ice Pick Lodge. I thought it was original developer. Yeah, there we go. Hi everyone. Sorry, the intro might be a little weird there for a couple of reasons,
Traces
but...
of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens.
I didn't know this would happen so soon.
They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us,
Among us,
until
sorry.
we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze.
It's a cheap
Having
joke.
been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment.
What is that
and
reference
then
at
they
the end?
expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Looks like a Bible verse. But it's clearly not. There's no reference to what that is. So yeah, sorry. I'll let that play out. So today we are playing a game called Pathologic. I actually bought this game like a long time ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. I've always been too intimidated to play it. So if you've never heard of Pathologic before, the main conceit of the game, as I understand it, I don't know what the plot is off the top of my head, but the idea is that it's supposed to be like, it has like a really rich, complicated internal story world, and it like doesn't really directly tell you much of all what's going on. You're expected to kind of like interact with the game and figure things out for yourself. I guess like the best analogy I could think of it would be like, was it that one game like Outer Wilds or whatever it's called? It's supposed to be like, it's kind of along those lines. I got it a while ago. I put in like a couple hours, although first off, I don't remember anything of what I did, and secondly, it was so long ago that like, at first thought it was super long ago and I like didn't make any progress anyways. But yeah, I've always been kind of like meaning to play this game, but I was kind of like too scared to actually play it because of like how unhandholdy it is, which is supposed to be like the ultimate appeal of the game though. But you know, that's kind of the point of my channel here, is to be able to like motivate myself to play games and stuff I wouldn't otherwise play. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Pathologic here. I'm kind of afraid. Ooh.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever cloaks. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Sobipsum funisumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Alright, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, what does this mean? What's happening right now? Who knows? You gotta figure it out, but we won't tell you. Okay, so we're playing right away. Is there an option for subtitles immediately? No, I do not see one. Yeah, no subtitles, so I'm probably have to be quiet whenever people are speaking. But yeah. Okay, so arrows to move, I mean blasted to move, that's not too bad, although I don't know where I am, it's like impossible to see anything. That's pretty cool. But you can see what I mean with like how esoteric the game is set up to be. Like it doesn't explain, nothing is explained to you. You gotta work everything out yourself, which, how do I open this door? Do I just walk into it? No. Oh, okay. I pressed E. I think it's supposed to be like easiest to hardest left to right is the idea. Oh, yeah. The Bachelor, and then the Haruspex, and then the Changeling. The Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among these. However, smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. And there's the Haruspex. Bachelor, I think Bachelor's like a bachelor in medicine is what he's doing, like he's like a doctor of some sort. A Haruspex I know is like a type of fortune teller, of like, you know, I don't know if that's the right word, that uses entrails of dead animals to tell the future. The Haruspex. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a warden kin? Known by their hands for their butchers, known by their eyes for their surgeons. They who follow the lines, they who are the leaders of the kin. They who speak to Eudergs. They who know the secret art of haruspicy. What is a Haruspex? Okay, it tells you right there. Reading the future in the entrails, he knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. His scalpel follows the lines of the body. His steps follow the lines of his kin's fortune. A Haruspex that can tell a true line from a false one is entrusted with power. A Haruspex who is confused by his path gets buried in the deep black flesh of the earth. This is the story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. And the third option, Changeling, you have to complete either the Bachelor or the Haruspex's game first. So we'll go with the Bachelor, it's supposed to be the easier one to start out
Daniil
with.
Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
So yeah, I think there's like a plague outbreak is part of the plot of this game. Cool CGI, I'm scared to talk because there's no subtitles. I like the animation for what it is. Like, maybe it's the fact that it's like retro now, but I find it the music is real scary. What does it remind me of? Star Sailor with Tim Buckley? I think is the first thing that comes to mind. It's like, yeah, I have no idea what we're seeing right now. I don't know who that man is, don't know. I barely know who I am. Oh. Yeah. I'm always scared to talk during cutscenes, like I said, but... like, I like the aesthetic of this. One thing I will say here before we end the video, because I think we'll probably end it soonish, is that, like, because this game is so, like, whatever happens, happens. Like, it doesn't, there's no guarantee that I can make any progress in a given day. I'll upload something every day, but there might be some videos where, like, nothing of interest actually happens. And that's just something you gotta be ready for. There's nothing I can really do about that. Was that Eva Yan? I don't... oh, this whole game is kind of scary. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who's rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology, and challenge the existent notions of death itself. So thanatology, I'm guessing, is the study of death. He's trying to, like, create some sort of immortality. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and a few mistakes may interest for an effrontery. It will be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Today's quest, nothing. Other tasks, nothing. Okay. What do I press to get out of this? E? Yeah, E seems to be day one, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. So E, I guess, is our action button. WASD to move. I guess you guys don't need to know this, but I'm more saying this for my own sake. The environments are real pretty. There was an issue there with VSync. I don't know if that's even going to show up on... Okay, we gotta restart to do VSync. So there might be a bit of... there was some vertical tearing on my end. Can I interact with everything? Are there more buttons? I is inventory. I got a scalpel, which I can use to attack for close combat. I'm wearing nothing but gloves. That's kind of scary. I got plenty of drugs on me. I got a painkiller, which you can use to restore health. I got morphine. That's pretty cool. Big fan of morphine. I'm scared of wasting time because I know everything is, like, timed in this game. but I kind of need to know what's happening. Like, you see there's a timer there. I know there is some sort of in-game time system. I don't know how rigorous it is, but... Okay, any other buttons do anything? Oops. Okay, F is my lamp. What was that? Okay, V is map, M is map, but a different one. L is letters. It stored Brock's message. My dear Bachelor Danovsky, it was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of pathology. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would quell the obscurance that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, read documented, would go a long way toward restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. The man's longevity transcends the boundary of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay. There is a scientific discovery to be made here, a breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Brock. P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf, and he has kindly agreed to facilitate your effort. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. And I might be getting more letters in the future. But that seems to be everything we can do here. There's some area to explore, I think. E is interact. I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah, it is, because I just looked in that thing and I saw nothing, which is cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. A lot happened all of a sudden. Like, you see, right off the start, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening. That's kind of par for the course of this game. That's what you go in expecting. So, you know, I'm excited about that. Get ready. Like I said, I know the pacing of the series going forward might be a bit awkward because of, like, how much the game just makes you kind of work on its level, but that's the appeal, that's the point, you know? I guess I'll find out what we're doing next time, though. Thanks for watching.